Let's talk about what happened at the Bridge. Chelsea Football Club, of course, a team that struggled very much under Mauricio Pochettino last campaign. Coming into this season, of course, Enzo Maresca bringing Leicester City back to the English Premier League. Chelsea believe that he will be the man to actually continue the bridging project where Mauricio Pochettino stopped. And of course, he is actually doing a very good job with the Blues. A man that a lot of Chelsea fans have written off. Nicolas Jackson still scoring back-to-back goals for Chelsea Football Club. It was a win against Unai Emery's side, talking about the Claret Blue Army on a Sunday. Of course, I remember something I said that when two or more big sides are playing at the same time, not all will get the desired 3 points. One of them just have to mess up, and it happened. Of course, we'll talk about that during the course of the program. It happened, and of course, Chelsea defeating Aston Villa. I beg your pardon. Of course, the last time we talked about this very game, the last time Chelsea defeated Aston Villa was in the year 2021. Yes, 2021 was the last time Chelsea defeated Aston Villa in the league. Of course, Chelsea defeated them in the FA Cup in 2024, but 2021 in the league, Chelsea defeated them. And of course, Canute, it happened again. Chelsea, what a win at the Bridge against Villa. Unai Emery is sad. No doubt they've been struggling over finding it difficult to get wins, but Chelsea, of course, had a field day against Aston Villa yesterday.
Yeah, as expected. I think
as expected.
Yeah, the results, yesterday's results, probably from Saturday evening, Saturday late kickoff to yesterday's late kickoff. The result wasn't surprising. I knew if you are talking about, well, although I focus on Chelsea now.
Yes, Chelsea precisely.
Yeah, talking about Tottenham, I knew they'll probably drop points because they win big games and drop points to teams you expect them to win. But for Chelsea, yes, they're in form. And they're actually playing well. The formation, Enzo Fernandez, you saw him came in, and they were more attacking. And for Aston Villa, I think Aston Villa Chelsea probably. I'm not saying Chelsea didn't play well. Chelsea were in the better side, but they're playing Aston Villa side at the right time, because Aston Villa, they've been struggling for form for the past games. This is not the Aston Villa that played Bayern Munich. No, it's not close to the Aston Villa that played Bayern Munich, that were compact, that were attacking. Even we saw Watkins had a couple of chances to put the ball in the back of the net. But
in the last 10 games for Aston Villa, just 2 wins they've managed to get. They've lost 5 games and they drew 3. Yes, what terrible form they are.
They are struggling. And this is one thing with Emery, and this is what happened at Arsenal. When he keeps losing,
he continues losing.
Yes, it's difficult for him to get back to
the same way when he started winning.
When he started winning,
it's difficult for you to defeat him.
Exactly. So I think this is the fear now. When will they get their first win? This is very important they get their first, because if they don't win their next game against Brentford at home, it will spare trouble, because we saw this at Arsenal when they kept losing, and they tried to be patient. So, but don't remove credit from Chelsea. I think they are standing, playing funny enough. Yeah, and their position, the position they are now is not a fluke. They have been doing well, and it was the result I expected.
So now, looking at the Chelsea lineup, would you say that Enzo Maresca he's officially found his starting players at Chelsea Football Club?
Yeah, I think we just few. Majority of them are the players that he's been using since the season started. But the shocking for me was Casedo playing as a right back in that game. I was like, how will he go and do that when they have Gusto on the bench? But Casedo was playing in that position, so I was like, okay, this man knows exactly what he's doing, and he paid off. They were able to play against Aston Villa, and they did not concede a goal, not just 3 points. Yes, not just but they kept a clean sheet, and that was something that for a very long time Chelsea have not been able. But recently they've started doing that, working on their defense. Fofana and the Cowell, they are doing so well. So for me, I think he has his back line. Casedo is a starter. I know he's a starter in that game. Casedo talking about the
team.
Okay, yes, in the team, he is a starter. Then talking about the back line of Fofana and the centre backs, they are the players that he has stick to these players for a very long time. So those are the players. Kopama and Lavia. Yes, I think I can say to an extent, yes, he's a starter. But the likes of Sancho that started the game on the Neto, I don't think those ones are. But he's still experienced. But Jackson also is a starter in that. That's why you see him play ahead of Nkuku. Cucurella, yes. Though he was out when there was a time he was out, yeah, so I can't really say. So he was suspended, yes. Yeah. So he came on. I think he has gotten his team right. Yeah, and they are really doing well. They are putting in the and they are playing beautiful football, getting results.
Looking at the midfield, of course, you have Remo Lavia, Enzo Fernandez, and of course Moises Casedo. They are all midfielders, but can you say he wanted to fit in all these players? Was that the reason why Moises Casedo had to play as a right back, where Malo Gusto was very much okay?
I think what he did was with the style of Chelsea in this season, he talks the right back or left back talks in the midfield
into the midfield.
Yeah, and that's what Caicedo did yesterday.
Like I was saying, trying to fit in these three midfielders.
I don't probably maybe
because in possession, Caicedo is in the midfield alongside Remolavia and Enzo Fernandez.
Exactly, Fernandez moves forward. Exactly, but when they are defending, Caicedo goes and he trusts Caicedo in terms of one-on-one and defending. Exactly, he can do the job there. So I think that's why he used it, and it paid off. It paid off because in that game I didn't even see Caicedo really at that right back position. Exactly, most especially was because Chelsea probably most times were on the ball, and when they're defending, it wasn't much. They didn't spend much time defending. So to say, okay, you saw Caicedo at that right back. So it worked a bit. Maybe a Gusto isn't fit, or probably maybe he felt he needed Caicedo to stop a particular player, a particular Western player, or probably
Aston Villa player.
Aston Villa player. But the tactics they employed actually paid off.
All right, I think Solof, I think that was a real gamble that he took there, because if they were faced with a very good wingers who can really make it, because Caicedo is somebody I believe that when you get past him, he's going to try to bring you down, maybe close to the box or inside the box. But Aston Villa, of course, they are not they don't have the form right now, and that's why he paid there. But if he tries this maybe with other team who have good wingers that can really hurt you from the flanks and all that, I think it's going to be difficult.
And the Aston Villa team, I don't think they play with wingers because
they don't play. They come from the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
From the middle, the midfield. They give it to the striker. Watkins will be there. Exactly. Diamond formation. Yes. They don't make use of wingers.
Yeah, I understand what he's talking about. Because if you have a team that plays a winger, probably maybe a direct winger like Martinelli, for example, is a direct winger there. He knows that how to.
Or last season Manchester City wingers.
Exactly.
I can really come in and come on.
One like Doku also. So, but I think, whatever he did actually paid off.
Let's talk about the Chelsea man that a lot of Chelsea fans actually criticize, saying no matter how many numbers he puts, he is actually not fit to be a starter for Chelsea. Nicholas Jackson, the man that has managed to score 8 goals and 3 assists this campaign. Of course, he's the 5th highest goal scorer in the Premier League this season. Of course, Kopama sits in the 4th position with the same 8 number of goals, but 6 assists for Kopama. But we are talking about Nicholas Jackson. Can you tell he's found the back of the net? The Chelsea need any other striker apart from Nicholas Jackson, because he has been firing all cylinders this season.
Chelsea wants more. They want Chelsea fans, especially.
Don't you think that would be chaotic in the dressing room, having an informed Nicholas Jackson and bringing somebody to try to replace him?
That's why I feel that the fans may say a lot of things. Why I want this, I want that. At the end of the day, it's the coach that decides
decision
exactly who he wants and who fits to what he wants to play. The star man striker may not fit him. Chelsea, from past experience, you know that they've had star strikers that have failed. Fernando Torres, Lukaku hasn't been a success. He wasn't really a success at Chelsea. Another star striker. That's why even some Chelsea fans still prefer Nkunku at that number 9 position. But what Jackson does, even off the ball, apart from scoring goals, he contributes to the team. So I think, and now what he failed to do last season in terms of putting some of the balls at the back of the net. He's doing it this season.
Exactly.
So I think
one touch,
getting opportunities and finishing it.
So what else do you want from a striker? If he puts out of 3, he puts 1 out of 3 chance in the back of the net. Because this is the modern football, you don't rely on striker only to get your goals. That's why City are suffering, because they are reliant on only Haaland to get most of the goals. And now
are they really doing? They
did that. Most of the, if you look at the percentage of Man City's goals, it's basically Haaland. And
that's why they score more goals. They score.
That's why they are struggling. That's why they are struggling to score, because others don't have, like you look at other teams. Most teams look at other teams. Every other player contributes in terms of scoring goals, majorly. But Haaland has more than 50% of Man City's goals. So nobody else will come in. But that's why other players have. Kopama can put in goals. Neto can score goals.
Fernandez is doing it now.
Enzo scored yesterday. So I think he's doing 8 goals this season. That's a good one. And he's doing the other aspects of the game apart from just scoring goals. So I believe Maresca is actually pleased with him. It's left to see if by at the summer he wants to go for something better, depending on what they want to chase next. Maybe Champions League, which I'm almost certain that they will be in Champions League football. Maybe Champions League, you want a better striker probably that will attack the Champions League. But so far so good. Nicholas Jackson, after the criticism of John Mikel B, he's actually doing well.
All right, yes, Chelsea Football Club, you said something better. I don't know what you mean by better. Maybe scoring 5 goals in a game.
Exactly.
That's what you mean by better. A better striker, because he's doing
Maybe
the job, the primary duty of a
20
striker.
goals a season,
His season isn't over, yes. Of course, this is 8 goals. The season is a marathon. We have many more games to go. Chelsea quickly, their next fixture will be in the league, will be at St. Mary's Stadium against Southampton. Before they will go to Tottenham Stadium and, of course, take on Spurs, and they will host the Bees, talking about Brentford at a bridge. So, about Chelsea currently sitting third comfortably on the log in the last 5 games. There has been 3 wins and 2 draws for Chelsea Football Club. The same number of points with the same number of games with Arsenal. The same number of goals they have currently in number 3 on the log. We'll automatically say Chelsea, they are in for the title this very campaign. 9 points separate them from the table toppers at Liverpool.
Yeah, I think one of the so-called S-players who became pundits right now, shouting here and there, he made something, and he said at the end of the day, it's going to be Liverpool and Chelsea. It's going to be Liverpool going for the league, while Chelsea and Arsenal will be fighting to be in the top 4. That was what he said. But that is his own opinion about it. I'm trying to remember his name, but I can't put my name. But I saw something like that by our S-player who is now a pundit. You know what they say all the time. So I think but Chelsea are there. They are there right now, because what they've done so far this season is not a joke. It's not a joke. It doesn't look like the then Pochettino when he just win 2 games. Like he's coming there, then all of a sudden he falls back again. So
Enzo Maresca is denying the fact that Chelsea, they are in contention for the league. Of course, he said
because that's not what
they are miles apart, from Chelsea. They are not in any way contending for the league. Is he playing mind games?
They are. I think it's a two-way thing. First of all, that was not the priority. It's not to contest for the league and all that. But right now they are doing it. So I think for him, it's looking like something that cannot be achieved, but it's happening. It's happening. Look at where they are right now. So what will you expect him? So you do expect him to come out and tell you that, okay, I want to win the league. Exactly. It's like, because if he comes out and says it now, and at the end of the day, it doesn't happen. It looks like, he's trying to be over ambitious and all that. So I think the way he's responding to it's not mind game. Yeah. It is just a normal way for him.
I think he's playing safe. First of all,
exactly. That's just the word.
But definitely, I think the main aim going, like I said earlier, going into this season, the main aim for Chelsea was the Champions League football, to get Champions League football. But nobody expected City to be in this situation they are.
Exactly,
nobody expected. So if City were the City we know, they will be in first or second position. So that's the reason why people are putting them in contention for the title. So, but the title probably it will be 2, but definitely they are in for a short to at least to fight to the end.
A very important win for the Blues with Chelsea at the bridge. Quickly, before we move on, Aston Villa, do they have a way back on Emery side? So
I think so. This is a phase for them. They are passing through it, and there will be a time, and let me use this word. It will reach everybody last. That's one thing I believe. This is a phase. If you remember Liverpool last season, when the season started, they were not doing anything. Then it was towards the end of the season they started playing beautiful football and all that. So I think Aston Villa, this is just a phase for them. Last season, I think for me, I feel they overachieved playing in the Champions League. So this season, I think the pressure of playing the Champions League, having played Bayern Munich to defeat Bayern Munich at Villa Park. So all this is just weighing on them. I believe they are going to bounce back. They will definitely bounce back.
We got to see, of course, the league is a marathon. If Aston Villa on Emery side will definitely bounce back to winning ways. Of course, they've been struggling recently, about 8 games yet to get a win.